Hello, I am going to talk about animal testing. Do you agree with animal testing or not? I know, of course, I don't agree, I disagree with animal testing. Why? Because people have many different opinions about this idea. Some of people think it should be used, the animals should be used in researches. Some people say that they shouldn't be used in researches. I say that, and I agree that animals shouldn't be used in research, in scientific research. Why? They have a soul. They are living, and as us, they have feelings, and they have life, and when we use them for researches, they get lost. They get lost their health, they get lost their life, and most of experiment animals killed or died after the experiment, and it's a cruel method, I think. And another thing, are animal models useful? I say no. There is here research about this. No, because human and animals don't always react the same thing. What does it mean? It means that, for example, we do experiment on animal for a shampoo, for example, or for any drugs. The animals react different when people use it. The drugs have a different effect on people or people's health, and that's why it's fail. The reason that some medicine do not make it to market is that despite passing tests in animal, they then fail in humans. Some people will say that animals have not been as critical to medicine as in generally claimed. And another question is, do the positive associated with using animals model outweigh the negatives? No, many animals are used for experiments and then they are killed. Why? It is, of course, the scientists can't do experiment on human body, on alive people, alive human body, and they don't have to do on animals body too. Why? Because they react, and they have bad situations, and then they may lose their health, and they may lose their everything, because the experiment on rabbits done for eyes health, on the people's eyes health, and then they were blind. They were blind because the effects of the drugs are very bad, and then they don't. The scientists don't use on people, and for example, the deodorants and the shampoos are all harmful for people, for our health. Why? a shampoo is harmful, and all chemical tools, all chemicals products are harmful. There are contain some different elements and some different elements and tools, and these elements and these tools are harmful for our health. For example, they cause to cancer. In a short way, we can say it's very harmful for our health. And is it ethical to use animals in the research? I think it isn't ethical because we don't all believe the God, believe the other side. But I think it's moral or not moral. I think it's not moral because we live and we have life. If someone takes your life, is it good? Or if someone hurt you, is it good? Or if someone do experiment on your body, is it good? I think the animals like us, there aren't so many differences between them and between us and them. And the other question is, I'm going to read it and I answer it. Yeah. Should the use of animals in research be mandatory part of modern progressive science? No, eventually. Finally, I want to say that it should be optional to use animals in drug testing. More funding should be put into the developing alternatives to experiment. Sorry. Developing alternatives to experiments using animals. Just because we undertake animal testing now doesn't mean we shouldn't challenge how scientific research is done in the future. What does it mean? It means that I always disagree to harm animal, to kill an animal, because we have developed technology, and with technology we can find how we react to any drugs, or we can learn how is it harmful or it's useful. And there are so many drugs that without testing on animals can be used on people health. And and as I said, I mentioned in my speech, the disadvantage, the harmful of the drugs are sometimes more than their useful, their advantages. Because when we use drugs, we may lose our health, and it make us worse. And that's why I disagree with testing animals or killing animals for human feature. That's all what I want to talk about this. Thanks for your watching. I hope I could tell my feelings. I could talk about my feelings, and it's a bad way the testing animals, I think. Thank you for your watching.